Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I am finally here doing a review and a demo on the Bissell Crosswave and the Tineco wet dry vacuum. I know I'm not pronouncing that right, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. So basically the wet dry vacuum, in my opinion, is a game changer. There's so many similarities with these two brands. However, there are differences with these brands as well. So when you order these products online, you should expect to get like a starter kit, which will typically include the company's cleaning solution as well as multiple brushes for your cleaning device. So before jumping into the differences, I'm just going to talk real briefly on these similarities. So of course, both of these are wet dry vacuums where you can basically get rid of the traditional way of mopping your floors. You don't need to sweep, you don't need to vacuum or clean your floors before you mop. You pretty much pull out one of these bad boys and you get to cleaning your floors. So both of these wet dry vacuums are cordless, they're both lightweight, and they're both a great way to clean your hardwood floors. Okay, so I'm so excited. In this video, I am going to be putting both of these machines head to head and see which is the best, and also if the claims are true, because there's a lot of claims on both of these products. Okay, so let's move to the water tanks. Now, according to Bissell, this product comes with a two-tank technology. So basically, you have clean water coming in and dirty water basically going out, which is one of the reasons why I definitely decided to transition over to a wet dry vacuum instead of a mop, because you're basically pushing dirty water around your house. So I love the simple fact that the dirty water and the clean water is separated. Now I wasn't able to find any information as far as how much dirty water the Bissell Crosswave holds, but I was able to find information on the Tineco, and it holds 0.7 liters on the dirty water side. And here is a quick look at the brushes inside the machines. Now I will say the Bissell comes with more brushes because it is a multi-surface wet dry vacuum. And by the way, the Tineco is not a multi-surface cleaner. So this is what the back of the design looks like, and this is also where the clean water filter is being held. The Tineco comes with a 0.8 liter clean water tank, and again, I have no information on the Bissell. I'm sure it's out there, I just couldn't find it. And of course, when you order these products, it comes with instructions on how to properly use them. So when it comes to the indicator screen, Bissell has definitely upgraded this part, especially compared to their older model, which I own, by the way. So when it comes to the indicator screen, you are able to see the battery life, the Wi-Fi connection, and you can also use this screen to identify the surface that you are cleaning, because again, this is a multi-surface cleaner where you can clean your hardwood floors or your area rug. Now moving on to the Tineco. Now this is not a multi-surface cleaner, but it is definitely a very modern, sleek looking vacuum cleaner. So first of all, this comes with a full color LED screen, and it looks so good and just so futuristic. So I'm going to go ahead and start by adding water to both of the water tanks. Now with the Bissell Crosswave, it does come with indicators. If you want to clean clean a large area, it tells you where to stop with the water. If you want to clean a small area, then it tells you how much water to put in the tank. So I'm going to go in with using the sanitizing solution from Bissell, and then the Tineco also has a cleaning solution, which is pretty expensive, honestly. So I don't really know how I feel about this machine just yet. So as many of you already know, I am a mom of a toddler and I live a very busy lifestyle, and honestly I don't always have the time to vacuum and clean my floors. So I wanted to be very realistic in this demo video. So I put down some spaghetti, and I just wanted to see how each vacuum responds to cleaning up such mess. So as you can see, the Bissell does clean up the mess. However, I do have to do a couple of passes just to get up everything. So it basically gets the job done. I mean, I honestly prefer this method compared to getting a paper towel and cleaning up the mess. So this is what the brush or the vacuum cleaner looks like after getting all of the spaghetti up. And this is what the dirty tank looks like. Now, as you can see, it does have a drainer, I think that's what it's called, where it can stop the chunks from actually mixing in with the water. And now let's switch over to the Tineco. So before I actually get into the demo, I want to talk a little bit about the machine. So besides the big beautiful LED screen on this machine also has a smart sensor where it is able to detect how much debris or mess you have on your floor without changing any buttons. And if it notices that your floor is dirty or it has a lot more debris than normal, it will actually increase the suction power and give more solution. So the main difference with this machine compared to the Bissell is constantly and automatically spraying solution onto your floor so that you don't have to worry about touching any buttons. As the Bissell, you do have to hit buttons in order for the solution to come out of the machine. So I'm going to rewind the clip a little bit so you guys can actually see the suction power on this bad boy and how it was actually pulling, trying to get to the mess that was on the floor. Okay, so now I have my camera in the front so you guys can see if the machine is going to pick up all of the spaghetti. And here's the moment of truth. Wow, it is really going in and getting all that spaghetti up, and it's no residue left behind. Okay, I am sold. And so this is the dirty water tank, and of course it has the strainer where you can see the division between the spaghetti and the solution. So both machines come with a charging station, and the machine is also a self-cleaning dock as well. Now it does take about 4 hours for the machines to completely charge, but in this situation I am going to show you guys how to do the self-clean option. Now this is great for cleaning the brushes and cleaning the actual vacuum tube itself, which I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. So see how the machine is self-cleaning, where it is getting the dirty water in the tank by cleaning the brushes, and then it's kind of separating the thick chunks of the spaghetti, which I'll show you guys in a minute. So now that the self-clean cycle has ended, I am going to take the brushes out so that you guys can see what the brushes look like after the self-clean and what the inside of the brush holder looks like. Because I feel like that's very important because it's going to help with the cleanup process. So as you see, the Bissell is still kind of dirty. I am going to have to go in and clean this, which is not really a convenient thing, but it is something just to keep in mind. And the self-clean option really didn't clean the brush too well as far as removing the stain compared to the Tineco. So I also wanted to show you guys the inside of the machines. As you guys can see, the Tineco is pretty much crisp clean, and the Bissell left a lot of residue behind. Now one thing I do like with the Tineco is it does come with like this little brush that you can use to get deep into the vacuum cleaner tube just to clean any debris that may be trapped inside. I do wish that the Bissell would have came with some sort of tool like this, because as you can see, a lot of the spaghetti is still in the machine. And so the cleaning does not stop just here. I have to go to the actual charging station and clean up the little bit of debris that was left behind from the self-clean. Now our other opponent left absolutely nothing on the charging station. This is crazy. I honestly thought Bissell was amazing, but like this is crazy. So real quick, this is how you can clean your brushes, especially if they have a stain from a previous cleanup. Just spray a little bit of Clorox, put them in the sink and run some warm or hot water over them, and you should be able to see a change. All right, so moving on to mess number 2, I have egg, flour, and egg shells, and I just want to see which one is going to actually be able to get this type of mess up because it has eggshells in it, so it shouldn't be easy to get up in my opinion. So the Bissell is doing a little bit better than the spaghetti cleanup, but it is leaving some of the residue behind. I feel like it is mixing the eggs and the powder together where it is kind of leaving like that yellowy stain on the floor. So let me finish this up and then we'll move on to the next machine. So remember, this machine has a sensor to how much suction power is needed and how much solution is needed to clean up the mess. But I want to rewind this because I don't think you guys saw how the egg like came up literally in one pull. And that is what I was saying with the Bissell is the Bissell I felt like was mixing the egg and the flour together, whereas you guys just saw with the Tineco, it actually took the egg up and then it went to the dry solution. This is an insane machine. I honestly was not expecting this type of clean. Oh boy, I bet this cleanup process is going to be a hot mess. So instantly I smell the egg from the Bissell and I see why. A lot of the egg is in the tray, and of course it is in the dirty water tank. It did strain the shell, so it didn't get mixed in with the egg. And the egg, oh God, it is all over the brush. It's inside the vacuum tube. Like, oh my God, this, I might as well just use a paper towel or whatever and got it up because I'm still going to be cleaning up an egg, which I did not want to do. However, this bad boy right here, let's see what's going on. So there's no egg inside. Well, there's a little bit of trace of egg, and then you see the eggshells, but it's nothing compared to the Bissell. Now let's see what the brush roll looks like. Not too bad. So there is a little bit of egg and eggshells left behind, but nothing compared to the Bissell. And here is a quick little side by side. Bissell, come on now, like what is this? This is ridiculous. So I'm going to take everything to the sink, pour it out because girl, it stinks so bad. Now I didn't smell anything with the Tineco, but the Bissell I could literally smell the egg. So I'm just going to clean everything out, wash everything out, let it sit in soap and water, and I'll be back. Okay, and moving on to the third and final mess, we just have some syrup on the floor. Now, I honestly feel like they're both going to probably do the same with this, but I'm really wondering if the Bissell is going to leave my floor sticky, just because it really hasn't done a good job at passing all of the messes. So here we are. All right, so okay, like I said, it's picking up the syrup without any problem. However, I am going to go back and touch the surface just to make sure it didn't leave any residue behind. So of course, we already know the Tineco is going to do what it needs to do. It understands the assignment clearly. And this is what my floors look like after the machines has done its job. And I'm about to go in and just touch the floors to see if there's any little sticky spots. I did notice one or two little spots with the Bissell, but I honestly believe that's just maybe the way I vacuumed and I just didn't get it up, so I think that's probably my fault. But yeah, so it definitely does what it needs to do. So let's move on to seeing what the brushes look like after they've been sitting in the water for about 15 minutes. And voila, the brushes are clean. All of the stain and all of the egg and flour and spaghetti, everything came out of these brushes. So I will say the brushes are well made. I will say the Tineco doesn't hold a lot of water, so I think it dries a lot quicker compared to the Bissell. So I think overall both machines are really good to have in your house. However, it depends on what you're willing to tolerate when it comes to the cleaning up process. You might want to also factor in the price for the machines. One machine, which is the Bissell, is around $300 and the Tineco is around $600, and sometimes you can find a coupon code. So it's really all about your preference, your budget, and what you are looking for in a wet vacuum mop. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs it up and also leave a comment below. Bye guys.